everyone, and welcome to the new episode of Entrepreneurship Lab. This is your host, Nevena Bajalac, entrepreneur, myself and business owner, and I'm very excited to welcome you today because we have a special guest, Pavel Verbnyak, who is coming to us from Moscow. And Pavel is in Russia, and he's been in professional development since 2005. He is a professional speaker and coach. And he specialized in goal setting, achievements, high performance, and also psychology of success. And this is something we're going to discuss today. So Pavel will share with us so you can learn what makes you successful, what makes us fail, and how we can reach that success that we are all striving for much faster. So Pavel, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Nevena. It's very nice to see you again. Thank you.
Yes. And I'm excited. I haven't had a guest from Russia, so I'm excited to see what's happening out there. How are the coaches working, and are people really thriving for success? So I'm looking forward. So tell us a bit about yourself, your background, your story. How did you become who became today, speaking all over the world and, coaching people on success? How that started for you?
Thank you, Nevena. I was born in northwestern part of Russia, in small city close to Finland and St. Petersburg. And I was born in a regular family. My father passed away when I was 7, and my mom and grandfather just did everything they could to raise me and my brother. But to be honest, we didn't have enough money to buy some sometimes clothes and travel and everything like that. And in 2005, I started to ask myself a question: what's the difference between successful people and others? How can I achieve something good and great in my life, more than my parents and my peer group in my hometown? And I started to study. I started to read biographies, autobiographies of people who achieved something great in their professional or personal or sports life. And I just realized that success is predictable, is not an accident. So we can model, we can grow as a person, and I started to form new habits, new mindset, develop new mindset, new decision were results of these transformational processes inside. And it was so amazing, it was so inspirational. I just realized that because of changing my thoughts, changing my mindset, and changing my actions, I changed my results, my life. And for 4 years, I didn't know about the profession called coach and speaker, but I wanted to share that information because it works. It worked in my life. It worked in the lives of my friends. I shared too this kind of information and tools. And I found that there's a profession called speaker and coach, and I wanted to learn from the best. How can I become one? How can I be inspiration and inspire and teach other people to set goals, to work on their mindset and habits? And I believe constant and never-ending improvement, personal and professional one, is the key to achieving great results and achieving your goals and success. And I took Jack Canfield trainer program. I've been studying with Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins in New York, in Florida, in London, in all over the world. I try to learn from the best who achieved something great, because we can learn from not only from successes of other people, but also from failures of other people. And that's how I became a speaker and coach and trainer for other people, not only here in Russian speaking market, but also in different countries. So it's so wonderful to apply these principles in my own life and be inspiration for others, because we can learn that, we can do that, and we can accelerate our journey to achieving something great in our own lives.
I love it. And I absolutely agree. I think everything starts with asking yourself some powerful questions. And sometimes we are just, I feel, stuck in this circle of our circumstances, and we are being unhappy. And, if there is a poverty or bad relationship or marriage, whatever it is, and you're like, oh, bad thing happening to me. But I think we have to stop and ask ourselves, what do we really want? And I love that, because I remember years ago, I asked my friend, she's in real estate, very successful, and we're same age. So we were 26, 27. And I asked her, you are around a lot of rich people who are buying multi-million-dollar properties. And I asked her, well, what does make someone rich? What does make someone successful? And I started asking the question the same you did. And she told me, I think they work hard. I said, wait, but we are working so hard. We are working every single day and we are not there. So there must be something. And I remember that was the beginning, in a way, one of the, there is no beginning and end, but it was one of those milestones and steps where I started researching the same way you did. And I want to invite everyone who are listening to really think about, what do I want in my life? How I want my life to be different? And if you're starting a business, why are you starting it and where you want it to be? Right? Not everyone is successful. So we will discuss this today, but you can become successful and your business can thrive. So tell me first, Pavel, what is success to you? I know one of the definitions from Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor, so this is one I follow, but I'm wondering, how would you define success? Do you use the same definition? Can you share it with us, or what do you consider success yourself?
Thank you, Nivina. I ask the same question to my audiences, and I ask, who do you want to succeed? How many people of you would love to succeed in life? And a lot of people raises their hands. But when I ask, what does success mean to you? A lot of people doesn't know what to answer, or doesn't know their own definition. And we have billions of people all over the world, and we all have different kind of definition of success. For me, Nivena, 15 or 20 years ago, success was very similar with money, with finances. But now
Yes.
I understand that success is harmony, is achieving results in different areas of my life. It's a constant and never-ending improvement, and getting closer to your dreams and goals. So it's very similar. Success, it's not the same as happiness. But yes, Aristotle said that why do we live here? What's the purpose of our life is to be happy. And when we grow, when we provide value to others, we are happy. So success for me is doing what I love, with surrounded with great people, inspirational people, and also a peace of mind. That's number one goal of me right now. Yeah. If I don't feel that it's not I shouldn't go there, or that's not good client for me, I say no, because I listen to my heart, because I listen my gut feeling. So peace of mind is very important. Getting closer to what I want and becoming better as a person every single day. Probably that's my definition of success. Nivena, there's different aspects, different keys, but also relationships, also health, also finances, yes, also what I really love and passionate about, my career and business. So that's probably what we really want. To be happy.
I one of the definitions I like from Bob Proctor, from his programs, and it's not definition from him, but he used it for many years. And he said it's success is actually defining a worthy ideal in your life. So what is the worthy ideal? And then being progressively realizing towards that ideal. So he says progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So which means it's always a journey. Like you said, we always grow. We always want to go to next level. And I remember when I was younger, because I was always ambitious, but I was very unhappy. And I was asking myself why I achieved this, and then I'm unhappy. Like I want a new goal. I want more. Like why do I always want more? And then I realized this is our nature. And for all of you who are listening, if you're entrepreneurs, if you're having business, this is the nature. Your business will have to progress, because if it doesn't progress, it's going to stop and die. So we as a human have to develop, like you said, in all areas, as a person, as a coach, as a mother, as a father, as a husband, wife, all of these areas we need to progress. And actually progression is what makes us happy. And I love that. I think we can agree and define that that's in a way success.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Nivena. And you said very, very, very beautifully that you should decide exactly what you want, because we all unique. Nobody was like you, nobody going to be like you, Nivena and Pavel,
Yes.
and friends who listen us to right now. But listen to your heart. What do you want? What are your dreams? What did you want when you was a child? Ask your friends what you're good at. What would you love to do without money? Just what kind of
Mhm.
magazines would you buy if you had thousands of different topics in a bookstore? That's the key. Probably, oh, I would love to study science. Oh, I would love to study travel magazine. Oh, I would love to study psychology or biographies. That's the key. That's the something you should listen to. Oh, that's, I really like this. Can I make money from that? Yes, you can. You
Yeah.
can make money from what you love. It's we all have some limiting beliefs and fears. Or money coming to me on a hard way, or I cannot make money doing what I love. No, you can. You can
Yes.
change your mindset, change your limiting beliefs,
Yes.
develop yourself, do what you love, become a little bit better than you were yesterday, becoming a little bit better expert, and money will follow, because you
Yes.
provide more value to people, to clients, to city, to country, to the world. So
Yes.
if you make more, if you provide more value, you make more money. So I
Yes.
love Zig Ziglar's quote. You can have everything you want if you help enough people to get what they want. So
Yes.
think about how can I help more people? How can I provide more people, more value to people? What kind of service or product can I create to do that? And that's beautiful. So that will inspire you, and you will see, wow, that
and
works
and
well.
that is a foundation of every successful business. So if you're hearing like, how do I make a successful business, you achieve successful business by providing more service than anyone else, and the better service than anyone else, or in a shorter time or whatever. So you need to think about serving people. And I love another definition that I want to share is also I learned through Bob Proctor programs, is he said, you earn money through multiple sources of income, but you work for satisfaction. So you shouldn't work for money. You should work for satisfaction, to have a joy, to wake up and have a purpose in life. But money, we need to have, this is another topic for another episode, but we need to set and have financial education and learn to set multiple sources of income, so money can, come to us even when we're sleeping, because it's possible. And I achieved that in a way. And I was like, wow, I cannot believe a few years ago, I never even thought this is possible. And now it's happening. So let's move on to some practical steps, Pavel. I would love us to tell us what's the difference between someone who is not successful and who is. And if entrepreneurs who are listening, they feel, oh, I'm not achieving my goals, or I'm not, I feel I'm failing, or my business is not growing, what are some mistakes they're doing? So let's start with those. And then the next thing would be what are some things they can apply to change that so they become more successful?
Yeah, Nirena, thank you so much. I would say that a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to do that, and I will become I will become millionaire, billionaire tomorrow or next month. But everything starts from the bottom. Everything starts from the zero. If you want to become great at something, you should do something poorly. The most successful people started from nothing, but it's the compound effect. Don't expect great results tomorrow, but you should be a marathoner. I'm a marathon runner. I run 42 kilometers, 26 miles. And it's the same in life, the same in goal achievement and success. Think like a marathoner, not a sprinter. So you are tired. You do every single day something to get closer to your goal. So it could be a rule of 5. So 5 small actions every single day, or 3 actions, or 1 action, but do something. It's the compound effect. It's you become a little bit better. You have the plateau. You don't see any results. It's good. It's okay. But ask for feedback. Ask for help. Ask for recommendations. Read books. Find people who already achieved that goal and model them. Don't be afraid, oh, he or she is so successful, he or she say no to me. It's okay. Someone will say no, someone is looking for to help you. So the same in my life. I ask, and I ask for recommendations. I ask for ideas. I ask to become my client, in coaching client, or to become a speaker or something like that. And I've got a lot of no's, but it's good. It's for example, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of new, fear of something. It's limiting us. But when you step forward, when you take action, and you should double your failure rates, right? You should double your no's. Go for no. Feedback is a breakfast for champions. I've got a lot of interviews with Olympic champions and sportsmen, and breakfast is very important. And the same for us, for leaders, for entrepreneurs, for experts and role models. Go for that. Go for feedback. Ask for experts like Nevena, what do I do right? What could I do better? What kind of recommendation would you provide to me to make my business more profitable, or to become a better husband or wife? It's okay, but we cannot see something, but someone can say and show us what we don't see in our life, in our business or career. That's the secret of successful people. They don't stop by their fear of failure, of rejections, or fear of success, or something like, or limiting beliefs. They go forward. We all have fears, but when we go forward, we have resources, energy over there. We can do something with that. We can dance with our fear, but fear can hold us back, and it does for a lot of people. But when we say, oh, thank you very much for saving me, you are here for the reason, because fear and limiting beliefs helps us. It save us in comfort zone. It's safe here, don't go there, we don't know what's going to be there. But when we say, thank you very much for keeping me safe, now probably I can go forward, I don't need you. And you step by step expand your comfort zone. You do something different. You go to different city, different country. You learn new language. You network with great people, and your mindset start to change. And because of your thoughts have changed, your actions, decisions have changed, and your results changed as well. So it's so wonderful. There's no secrets to success, Nevena. We all know. We have thousands of books about self-made millionaires, about great leaders. We know exactly what they do, what their daily rituals, what kind of books they read, what kind of products they eat, and so on, what kind of people they communicate with. We can do the same. And the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect works all the time. We start to attract people, circumstances, opportunities that are in harmony with our thoughts and goals.
I love it. Thank you so much, Pavel, for this. And yes, it's very interesting. And I love what you said. You know, the information is already there. And they always say nothing is created or destroyed. So all the resources you need to be a millionaire, billionaire, to have a business, whatever you want, they're already there. But we don't know where they are. We don't see them. We are not on that mindset yet. And when I look back on my starting, it's so interesting because some things, they look like a big problem to me. And now my clients are coming to me. They're like, oh, this is a big issue. I'm like, no, it's big in your head. It's actually very small. Because when you come on, it helped me having coaches. They helped me, like you said, they gave me direction. They show me, they cut the journey for you so much because they have that experience. And that's what we're doing as coaches, right? The same. So you open their mind and you say, wait, let's make the problem look smaller and do 1, 2, 3, and you can sort it. And, you know, people like transform. They're like, oh, wow, I never thought of that. So what would you say? I always love talking about this topic because I do events and webinars every week, every month. And I ask people, and I would say 95% of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, they never had a coach. And this surprised me because I got a coach before I actually left corporation and even started my business. And I think that was definitely one of the reasons, like for sure, one of the reasons why I move faster than many people and get certain success. because I really got guidance to save me. And I asked the people, raise your hand if you had a coach, and maybe out of 20, 1 or 2 will raise their hand. So I tell them, if you want your son to learn basketball, you will not just give them the ball and say, okay, learn. They need someone to show them to become better and train them, right? So what would you say on people, why is coaching so important, and how it can make people achieve those success faster?
Yeah, we can accelerate our journey to our goals. We can learn from other people knowledge, so books and internet, YouTube interviews, and so podcasts. Other people experience. It's like mentoring, it's coaching, it's more practical things. Other people money, and other people time. So it's 4 leverages we can use in our life to accelerate our journey. So it's very important to have someone we can ask for help, ask for recommendation, and learn from their experiences, because our life is too short to know exactly what to do and what works and what doesn't work. So I believe it's very important, Nivena, and start from small things. Yeah, because we all have mentors and coaches around us. For example, we can learn from books. As a coach, we can communicate with people through books. And to be honest, when I started this journey 15 and 17 years ago, I didn't have money to buy seminar or go to some events or buy coaching. But I went to libraries. I searched for information for free, and I feed my mind the right information. So be careful what kind of information and TV shows and music you feed your mind, because it's very important. And I started to develop my mindset with books. So I learned from the books, because we can have mentors we want to. For example, if I want to have my physical activity and sports fitness trainer coach like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I can have his book and talk with him. If I want my mentor and coach be on investment Warren Buffett, I can learn from him and have conversation with him through book. But you mean to have someone who would provide you feedback and so on. It's very important. Ask for recommendation, ask for help, ask professional help. So it could be mentor, it could be coach, it could be psychologist or psychotherapist. It's very important, Nivena, because we all have some blind spots. We cannot see something what works, what doesn't work in my life. But you can say, Pavel, I can see that this is your limiting belief, or this is holding you back, or that would be great to learn from, or make it stronger, this part of your personality. Wow, Nivena, thank you so much. I didn't think about that. So it's very important to ask for recommendations. And as I mentioned before, take care of people you surround yourself with. If people say, oh, you cannot do that, don't go there, please stay in our hometown, you shouldn't go to New York or Moscow or move to different city, but that's probably limiting factor. But if your friends or peer group say, Nivena or Pavel, you can do more, let's do that, let's try new things. How can we make more money? How can we provide better services? Let's think about that. That make us stronger, because friend, the person who make us stronger. If you see that this person make us weaker, probably you should limit your time with that person. It's okay. It's okay. And that's very important, having someone who would support you, who would provide value and feedback that can help you in life.
I think one of the hardest thing, definitely for me, and I think every entrepreneur, was that you don't get understanding and support from your friend and family, but you have to understand that they cannot see the vision you have. They haven't read the books you read. They haven't had coaches you had. And sometimes it's so hard, like you said, you have to limit them. You have to cut, conversations sometimes, or not allow it. When they ask you, what are you doing? You're failing, get a job. What are you starting with this business? And it was so hard for me But then I realized, I know one day when the achievements starts coming, and they're coming, right? Big achievements are coming, then they change. But I think that's one of the really reasons that makes entrepreneurship harder for everyone. But they say you wouldn't go to your mom to fix your teeth if she's not a dentist. So don't go to your family for financial advice if they're not multimillionaires. So if you want to become a millionaire, you need to speak with a millionaire. And this is what I did, what one of my first coaches taught me. Go find millionaires, either pay them to be a coach or mentor, or go find and, spend some time with them. And first I thought, where will I find millionaires? And then guess what? After a few months, I had 4 or 5 in my circle, multimillionaires, very successful, very humble, amazing people. And I started really like a sponge. I just wanted to see, how are they thinking? What do they think about life? What do they think about relationship, about money, about work? And I noticed some patterns that were very interesting for me, like never thinking about failure, always looking for solutions if the problem comes in. Like really, they didn't spend time talking about problems and being in this circle of, complaining. Never. They were just going forward. And that's why I think that's so powerful, and we should definitely always have mentors and coaches in our life. And I mean, that's what I'm doing every single year, getting a new coach, a new mentor to go to the next level faster. So Pavel, we have to wrap up soon, but I would like you to end this episode with maybe giving 3 tips on how can people reach success, but some practical things maybe they can do on a daily basis. What is something we can do daily to become more effective, more productive, or reach our goals?
Yeah, Nivena, thank you. You mentioned the number 95% doesn't have a coach, and 95% is our habits. So it's very important to form right habits. Successful people have successful habits, unsuccessful people have unsuccessful habits. So I would suggest to make a list of habits and skills you would love to learn and develop in yourself to become a better person. For example, 1 habit per month, it's going to be 12 new habits per year. So that would be wonderful. So start from small, invest 5 or 10 minutes in yourself every single morning. It's called golden hour or hour of power. I wake up at 5 a.m. and I invest my first 1.5 or 2 hours in myself. Physical activities, exercises, visualization, meditation, reading or listening audiobooks or something like that. So decide exactly what you want. That's number 1. Take 100% responsibility for your life. Eliminate criticizing and blaming others. And number 3, constant and never-ending improvement and taking action. That's probably 3 keys that you can start from. You can start from, and you will see that in a year or 2 years, you would be a different person with different results.
Yes, I love this. I love this. These are so helpful. And I think we can all recognize some patterns there. And I think we can take action to change them. Thank you, Pavel, so much for being my guest today. This is an absolutely incredible interview. And I know it's going to help many. So I'm going to invite everyone to share this episode, download it, subscribe, and also click the link in the bio. And you can connect with Pavel if you have any questions with him, connect with him, ask him questions, connect with me as well. I do have a free mini course where you can learn more about business. That link is also below in the description. And so many information is out there for you. So take action every day, connect with the right people, like Pavel said, and build new habits, and success will come. Thank you, Pavel, once again.
Thank you very much, Nivena. Thank you, my friends. See you later.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy, and see you in the next episode.